Adobe Systems is building a brand new building in Lehi, Utah. When Adobe acquired Utah-based Omniture in a recent merger, it did more than take over a company. It also took over a culture of fun and games Omniture was famous for. Now they are building a 270,000 square foot building in Lehi. The architecture features a full-sized basketball court, exercise facility, showers, and a locker room prominently placed in the front of the building facing I-15. By looking at the building, one would think that basketball is as important to the company as creating their software products. Inasmuch as Adobe Systems develops software for graphic designers, publishers, and everyday computer users, and is a leading tech company, why would they want to build a basketball court in their new building? Let's take a look at recruiting. Recruiting in information technology businesses, technically trained computer specialists provide skills that are in high demand. When those skills can be transferred from one IT company to another, there must be some incentives offered to these specialized employees, something more than money, to recruiting and retaining them. Employee retention takes effort, energy, and resources, and the results are worth it. Do a quick calculation. Think of a job in your organization where there has been some turnover, perhaps supervisors. Estimate that annual average pay and the number of supervisors you will lose annually. For example, if their average annual pay is $40,000, multiply this by 0.125% or 125% of their annual pay. A reasonable cost estimate for supervisors. This means it costs $50,000 to replace just one supervisor. If this company loses 10 supervisors a year, then 10 times $50,000 equals $500,000 in replacement costs for just supervisors. Because it is generally less expensive to retain good employees than to find new ones, lowering turnover rates is a good strategy for reducing personnel costs. This study finds that reducing turnover is a powerful cost-saving measure because some of the most effective means of reducing turnover do not involve improving economic incentives such as salaries and bonuses. Non-financial incentives, such as enriching education and training opportunities or introducing quality of life factors, such as flexible scheduling or exercise facilities, can have a great impact on retention and raising pay scales. It is also believed that employees who play together in healthy competition are more productive and creative and can build positive relationships that foster teamwork. The atmosphere in such working environments may be more loose and free-flowing, potentially building loyalty to the company, making it a place one would consider staying for a long career. Quoting from Adobe's website, on more than one occasion, an Adobe employee has remarked to me that our company stands out from the ordinary because its culture transcends the purely economic engines that characterize many other businesses. But let us be perfectly clear, Adobe is a business. Maintaining a warm, supportive, caring culture is not the primary mission of this organization. To maintain the important components of our culture, we must commit to excellent, predictable financial performance. Let's look at physical health. Many studies have found that healthier employees are more productive, they miss fewer days of work, and have lower healthcare insurance premiums, costs to the corporations. There are a number of benefits for those who perform regular vigorous exercise. These include, but are not limited to, lower blood pressure, reduced stress through better distribution of blood, more oxygen is carried through the bloodstream due to the increased number of red blood cells, cholesterol levels are improved, fatigue and tension decreases by a more efficient elimination of lactic acid from the muscles, Proteins, which aid in forming blood clots, decrease, allowing for less risk of heart attack and stroke. One study in the United Kingdom linked obesity to other chronic health conditions such as diabetes, depression, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and heart attack. This study showed that as a nation, the United Kingdom's loss in productivity due to such health issues is estimated to be valued at approximately £20 million, or approximately $32.4 million. As the above chart shows, those with more chronic health conditions resulted in higher numbers of days per month missed due to poor health, costing their corporations more money due to loss of productivity. Johnson & Johnson experienced savings of just under $400 per employee through an employee health program they implemented, which lowered absenteeism and slowed the rate of healthcare expenses. Scholar Grain Company, with its 600 employees, saved approximately $1,500 per employee in healthcare costs by opening a fitness center for their employees. Adobe is touted as having a culture of working together to achieve common goals, as well as balancing work with other facets of life in a healthy, manageable way. They strive to remove obstacles to productivity, celebrating milestones, and finding ways to make work more fun. It appears that Adobe's providing a basketball court, exercise facility, showers, and a locker room are right on target to increase their recruiting and retention capabilities by fostering team building and strong relationships. By creating opportunities for exercise and recreation, Adobe is saving money on healthcare costs, preventing loss from absenteeism, recruiting new talented employees and retaining them longer while building stronger teams. Adobe is able to effectively lower their production costs and increase their productivity, making them more competitive in an already competitive market.
So let's take another angle on our cost-benefit analysis of Adobe's gymnasium. Assume that the construction cost of the gym area is approximately $180 per square foot. We multiply that by 16,000 square feet, approximating the total area to build a full-sized basketball court, exercise facility, showers, and a locker room, and we realize an expense of $2,880,000. On the benefit side, if we average the reported savings Johnson & Johnson and Scholar Grain Company reported, we can estimate healthcare savings of $950 per employee per year. If only half of the total number of employees is involved in the use of the physical facilities, or in other words, 500 employees, the company is saving approximately $475,000 per year. On the employee retention side, calculating the cost of replacing one supervisor at $50,000 per year, and knowing that the average turnover in the IT business sector is about 5%, we can calculate that Adobe will lose about 50 employees per year. If Adobe can retain those 50 employees that they might otherwise lose to turnover, we can approximate a savings of $2,500,000 per year. Adding the total savings of $475,000 in healthcare costs to the $2,500,000 in employee retention savings, we can see that Adobe's expense in building the gymnasium is recovered in 1 year's time.
It is our conclusion that Adobe has significant economic reasons for making a basketball court and exercise facility a prominent part of their new structure in Lehi. It will be a place to provide an atmosphere that fosters teamwork and positive relationships. It will be a feature that offers incentive to their employees to stay and work productively over and above the value of the salaries they pay to their highly trained employees. And it will be a place where healthy living is encouraged so that overall healthcare costs will be affordable in support of their valued employees.